have reached Wrestling's Off Toys on Review. I'm your man, Red Steele, and today I'm reviewing from WWE Ultimate Edition, Logan Paul. WWE Ultimate Edition, Logan Paul. But before I get into the actual review, I just want to go over some of the awesome details on this packaging. Up front here's typical display window showing you what the figure, now the accessories inside. On the top here it says Logan Paul. In the corner you have an 8+, which is an age requirement for this figure. Below that you have the WWE Ultimate Edition logo, and below that it says Ultimate Articulation for authentic posability. And next to that you have the Mattel emblem. Top of the packaging here, you got the WWE Ultimate Edition logo. In the corner here it says Paul. Then inside the packaging here, on the very top, you have the WWE emblem. Below that, you have a profile shot of Logan Paul. And below that, it says Logan Paul. Then inside the packaging here, near the side here, you have the WWE Ultimate Edition logo. And below that, it says Logan Paul. And on the very bottom here, you have the WWE Ultimate Edition logo. Then on the back of the packaging here, you have a holographic sticker that says Official Licensed Product. Then you have a picture of the actual figure. And across the middle here, it says WWE Ultimate Edition, Logan Paul. And below that, you have the actual shot of Logan Paul. Over here, you have a makeshift profile that says Logan Paul is 6 feet 2 inches tall. He hails from Cleveland, Ohio. His finisher, the Pulverizer, and career highlights, he is a former United States champion. And over here it says the odds were stacked against social media superstar at WrestleMania 40 as he defended the United States Championship against best friends Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in a triple threat match. Never to be underestimated, Paul overcame the odds and walked out as the retaining United States champion. Then down here the Mattel emblem, and next to that it says Empowering Generations Through Play. WWE Ultimate Edition, Logan Paul. Logan Paul was released September 2025 with the suggested retail price of $44.99 and is available at all major retailers. Logan Paul was released along with the other WWE Ultimate Edition Wave 27 figures, CM Punk, and Bayley. Logan Paul has over 30 points of articulation for true-to-life posability. His accessories include his entrance gear, prime drink bottle, WWE United States Championship title belt, 2 swappable heads, and 4 swappable hands. Logan Paul stands 6 inches tall, and he is meant for fans ages 8 and up. Now that I have Logan Paul on my display table, let's go over some of his play features and accessories. First by talking about his swappable hands. It includes 4 of these swappable hands. The first 2 are 2 closed fists, and the next 2 are 2 hands where he has his index finger pointing out. Very nicely done. These hand sculpts have so much detail. Even though he has a glove on, you can see some more of the detail going through the glove with some vein detail, knuckle detail. At the end of the finger, you see some fingernail detail. Flip the hand over, you have the creases where the fingers bend. Even some palm detail. Very, very nicely done. Or to swap out these swappable hands, you take the hand, you pull away from the wrist. Get a little pop. At the end of the wrist, you have a little porthole. At the end of the hand, you have a tapered peg. You see that tapered peg, put it back into the porthole just like that. You hear a little pop. And now you have Logan Paul with his swappable hand. Very, very nicely done. And I know I griped in the past about having so many of these swappable hands, and I felt that was better use if they maybe made a different accessory that came with these figures. But a lot of wrestlers do have trademark poses, and you accomplish these poses with these swappable hands. And also the next accessory, the swappable heads. So I mean, there's so many dynamic poses you can put these figures in, because I mean the different expressions and different gear that they have with some of these swappable parts, you can make a lot of different poses and displays with these figures. The default head actually has a headband that's part of his entrance gear. The 2 additional heads are just maybe heads that are more meant for action poses where he has his gear off. Where the one right here is just a regular facial expression. The one right here, I don't know if he's screaming or cheering or just going on about his business. For the default head, he has the regular face, but he has a headband on. Or to swap out these heads, you gotta take the head, pull it away from the shoulders, you hear a little pop just like that. At the top of the neck here, you have a ball socket joint. At the bottom of the head, you have a ball socket port. I'm going to take the head and push it right over that ball socket joint. You hear a little pop. Just like that. And now you have Logan Paul with this swappable head. Very, very nicely done. I'm going to go ahead and take these 2 additional heads and put them off to the side. But the next accessory I'm going to bring in is his Prime bottle. And I'm sure this is included with Logan Paul because he owns the Prime drink. And maybe this is another way of maybe endorsing his product. And this guy is brilliant. I mean, he's an entrepreneur and he wants to push his product. And he found a way to include this product with a Mattel product, which is brilliant. But I give Logan Paul a lot of credit that he was able to accomplish putting this accessory, including it with his action figure. And you see these Prime insignias and bottles all over WWE TV anyways. I'm going to put this off to the side. The next accessory I'm going to bring in is this ring attire. This ring attire is fantastic. I mean, the texture for it is nicely done. And I mean, there's paint detail on it, but it's not just paint detail. It's actually mold detail too. Like the Logan Paul here is actually a molded detail. The straps here, the stitching, even the lines in the fabric right here, and the ribs and the pectoral muscles, everything here is a molded detail. And it's painted on top of that to kind of accentuate the detail on that molding. It's very, very nicely done. I mean, it's molded out of like a rubbery plastic, so it's very close to being like a fabric. It's very flexible. In order to put this on Logan Paul, it's like a normal jacket. You just put his arms through the sleeves, just like that. And the butterfly joints make it very easy to pull this jacket through over his shoulders. But his figure is so nicely done. And it's pretty tight too. And it conforms to the body very nicely. Like I said, he has a molded muscle, which I don't understand why he even has that on that jacket because he's pretty built guy. Well, in order to close up the jacket, on this flap right here, you have these little tabs. On another flap, you have these portholes. You want to overlap them. You want to pull it nice and tight. I know it's not easy to get on, but I think I'll hopefully get it on one try, which looks like it's very accomplishable. But it's a rubbery plastic. So you got to make sure the flaps go right in there. And I don't want to use my nails or anything because I don't want to cause any damage to the actual piece of accessory. Because this figure is a great collectible, and Logan Paul, I mean, hate him or like him, it's still a cool figure. I mean, I'm glad I got my hands on him. He was very hard to find, so he must be a very popular figure too. Now I have Logan Paul with his ring attire on my display stand. Very cool. I mean, it conforms very nicely and it looks really cool and matches the rest of his gear, and there's lots of continuity there where you do have that. I don't know about this flap right here. I'm having a hard time pulling this flap down. This flap too. I think I have it now. Push it all the way down. Yeah, there we go. Now his jacket all the way on. It looks like it's kind of bulging for some reason on the side, but that's okay. I'm gonna move on to the next accessory, and that's his final accessory, and that's the United States Championship title belt. And this title belt is fantastic. It's nicely molded, where the plates of the belt are actually a separate mold, where it's molded out of plastic, and it's chrome. It's got that gold chrome on it, where it has that luster, that shine to it, where it has that metallic luster to it. And you have some paint detail, where the Logan Paul plates on the side here are painted black to kind of accentuate the gold underneath it. Even with the center plate right here, you got the eagle right here, with the red and white behind it. You got the champion that's molded in the black. You got United States right here. Just so nicely done. All this paint detail. And it looks very, very close to what the actual WWE title looks like. You get the WWE insignias right there and right there on the side. And it's molded out of rubbery plastic. And the one thing I found out earlier on when I put this belt on is you have to do it on the lowest setting right there. So you want to take the strap right here with the pegs. You want to wrap it around underneath first. And you want to make sure these flaps go over the belt too. And what you want to do is you want to do it on a lowest setting, because with the jacket on, it kind of makes it very difficult to put the belt on with the jacket on. But these tabs sometimes don't want to cooperate, and I think I got it on the first try. Because what happens if you put it on too low a setting, the plates do pop out from the rubber. So you get the plates right here that will pop out from the actual belt if you put it on too tight. So now I have Logan Paul with all of his accessories, his ring attire, his championship belt, on while he's on my display stand. But he has a lot of points of articulation. He's a fantastic figure, and I mean, love him or hate him, you know, you gotta include a guy like this in your collection because he is a fantastic wrestler. And I think it's just really cool that a guy can go across mediums and go from being a YouTube sensation and kind of go into the realm of the WWE and do so well and excel at it. He's a natural. He's a very good athlete, and I admire him for what he's accomplished so far. But I mean, with the points of articulation, you have toe articulation, you have ankle articulation, you have boot articulation, you have double jointed knees right there, you have thigh swivel, you have hip articulation, you have waist, you have torso right there where you can't really see underneath the jacket, you have wrist, you have elbow, you have bicep swivel, you will have shoulder articulation, and you have neck and you have head articulation. So you have lots of points of articulation, so you can pose in any of your favorite Logan Paul trademark poses. Very, very well done figure. But if you guys found any of the information in this review valuable, please like and share this video. Also, really enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel, and while you're there, click the bell to be notified of any future videos. I want to thank you guys for watching Red Steele's Toy Collector Review. I'll check you guys out next time.